Yes, people, hope you're all well. It's your boy Amir Abu Baker, also known as Kurdish Knockout King, professional boxer. Been getting knockout after knockout recently. And I'm actually quite excited to make this, something different. I usually drop voice notes and endless game and value in my Telegram, but I thought I'd switch over to YouTube. Just purely because I can help a lot more people, can help a wider range of people. And yeah, who knows? Like a year of doing Telegram versus a year of being on YouTube. You'll just get better results with YouTube. That's what I'm guessing. Now, today I'll be talking about, is boxing a scam? Is it not a scam? I've been lied to, yeah. So, growing up, seeing all the flashy stuff on TV, I was lied to. I was manipulated, same as you guys. But I'm here to tell you the truth, the ins and outs, the perks of boxing, because there are some perks. And actual, not downsides, but like when things aren't what they seem, basically. And yeah, we'll get straight into it. So the first slide, this will help refresh my brain. Why it's a scam. I'll tell you why it's a scam, because in life everything is about the money. Like, people try to pretend it's not, but not every single thing, but let's think of I can't think of a situation, but money certainly helps. Like, let's say in boxing, you're pretty much chasing the pot of gold at the end of the fucking rainbow. You're putting all this hard work in at the start, so at the end you get your money. But there's a high probability, high chance you won't get that. And as you get older, like, I'm getting 25 and shit. I'm lucky. Like, I'll tell you guys the truth, like, about finances and stuff, because I got other businesses and stuff. But people, if they put their all into boxing and they realize, yo, this is not what I thought it'd be. I've been lied to, which has happened to me. Fair enough. But if that's all they've done, they'd sometimes like not want to be as open about it as I am. But I don't give two shits if I can help you guys out, especially the younger guys watching. Just make you more aware of the actual realities of boxing and the finance side of things and everything. And like I put here, it's not black and white. It's not you win this fight, you get paid. Like, there have been people that have actually lost fights, but they've been paid more than the guy winning. That happens constantly. And there's people like me getting knockouts after knockouts. And it's actually costing me money. Like, it's crazy. So yeah, boxing's not black and white. And whether something's a scam or it's not a scam, it's about the money you get back in return. If you're winning a fight and you get paid £1 million, even if you're fucking brain dead by the end of that fight, you'll be like, oh, happy days. But if you're winning a fight and you get a clean knockout, first round, second round, third round, you knock the guy out flat on his ass, then it's costing you thousands. You still leave the venue pissed off. You still walk to the venue pissed off, because believe me, that's happened to me many times. Fucking, it's crazy, and I'll get into it. The second point. Yeah, this is about being lied to, and I fell into this trap because when I was younger, this is what actually got me into boxing. I seen Floyd Mayweather on TV in his Rolls Royce, pulling up to McDonald's, eating like fucking burgers in the middle of the night, doing whatever the hell he wants. I was like, whoa, this is freedom. But yeah, pretty much, I seen him with he literally had about 40 black Rolls Royces and Maybachs lined up in his garage, and he's showing it, flexing it. I was like, whoa, this is the lifestyle I want. I can get it through boxing. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I'm partly to blame, like, not partly to blame, but I've done the same shit pretty much. Like, for my pro debut, to do some promotion, like, oh, Amir's turned professional, he's got his first fight. We had a friend with a Rolls Royce, pulled up in that Rolls Royce, did a sick, like, it was some James Bond shit. We had a professional videographer, Rolls Royce, I was dressed like James Bond, beast mode training. We're like, yo, this is the pro debut, everyone come down, blah, blah, blah. And I actually did very well, I went from my professional debut, I went from literally as an amateur, just having like 2-3 friends at the fight. I sold 130 tickets. So to me, that was a lot, considering, I've always been around just 1 or 2 friends watching me at my fights. I was never some massive ticket seller, because you don't need to as an amateur. As an amateur, you just show up to fight. I did it to prove I'm the fucking man and that I'm gonna be a champion. And in my head, when I was amateur anyway, I didn't care about bringing people. I was like, oh, when I get to the big stage, you know, there'll be hundreds of thousands of people there anyway. That's generally how I thought. But yeah, so you're lied to. You know, there's a lot of promotion in boxing. You don't fall for it. It's the same thing with, I guess, rapping. Like rappers use a lot of like fancy cars. They're rented though, and all of that stuff to boost their profile, boost the views they get on the fucking song they upload and whatnot. So it's all promotion. You know, don't fall for promotion. Like they say, social media is and everything, but neither's promotion for like shows and fights and songs. And now you might be thinking, oh, Mir, you're not making crazy money from boxing just because you're not world champion yet. And I was thinking that too. And then I realised that I know some world champions. And I was finding out how much British champions get paid for like a title fight. Like becoming a British champion, think about it, Britain, 60 million people or however much. Like even the competition here is crazy. Getting an English title is hard enough. Getting a British title, like you'll be well respected. Everyone will pretty much know you. You won't be like famous, but everyone will respect you. Like, oh, that guy's got a British title. Even getting a British title, you don't make that much money. You make like, obviously it can vary depending on the fighter ticket sale and stuff like. What I've been told, it's not a lot. It's like 12 to 30k, which is actually fucking nothing for a British title. You know, pretty much not a lifetime of work, but 10 years of work goes into that, man. So yeah, and then you might be thinking, oh, but the world title, that's where the money's at. Now I've heard different stuff about world title, like some people not even being paid that much, some people being paid, you know, 6 figures minimum, blah blah blah. First of all, that's for one world title, like 6 figures, like you gotta win that year after year after year if you wanna, you know, make a decent living. And you're not gonna be fighting for a world title every year. And second of all, when people said world champion, I was thinking millions, but it's not like that, because I know some world champions. And I don't see one Ferrari, I don't see one Lamborghini. Now, I know what you're thinking, maybe they're not shallow, they don't want fast cars, blah, blah, blah. You know what I say to that? Look, if everyone had this, it's not about wanting the fast car. So if everyone had the spare money available, like if you got a shit ton of money, everything's sorted, your family's sorted, you'll definitely have like one, maybe it won't be a Lamborghini, but it'll be some crazy custom Range Rover or something, or a G-Wagon or something, you know. If you have the spare money, that's where money goes, cars. If you ain't got, yeah, literally that's where it goes, man. And don't give me the bullshit of, oh, but maybe they're rich, like, you know, these super, there's that anomaly, is that how you say it? Yeah, there's always that anomaly who's super rich but he doesn't have one nice car. I don't care about them boring fuckers, I'm not talking about them, I'm talking about the average guy. If you have a shit ton of money, of course you're gonna have 1, 2, 3, something flashy, like flashy cars. Even rappers that have not made it yet, but they're still making okay money. You know, they're just breaking onto the scene. Even they got Rolexes and shit, diamond watches, diamond this, diamond that. Even though we all know, well, I know they're doing it for promotion, whatever. They still have it. They still have the, you know, spare change available to get that. So yeah, the fact that I knew broke world champion, I was like, this guy's a world champion, not British champion, not English champion, not Midlands champion like me. I'm Midlands champion, means nothing. This guy's a world champion, and yeah. To be honest, I think I had a nicer card than him. This guy's a world champion. I had a nicer card than him. I was like, what the fuck? Been lied to. Now, this doesn't mean it's gonna be your fate, but yeah. It was just eye-opening. But let me see what this says. Oh yeah. So I know broke world champions. This is another downside, potential downside of boxing and becoming world champion and all of this. Now I don't mean this in some sad way, but let's be 100% real. If you had a choice to be extremely rich and everyone knows you, or extremely rich and no one knows you and you're left alone, I think most people like me would pick the second one. You know, you'd rather be left alone. You don't want to be harassed and all of this. Like after my fight, I'm not even famous or anything. Like, I'm a nobody. That's what I consider myself. Like extremely humble. I've not made anything yet. I haven't touched anything in boxing. I'm a nobody, right? Even me after my fight, some you know, these, I don't know what they call, you know, the guys that write up the newspaper, journalists, whatever. They were blowing my phone up, and they're blowing my phone up on fight week. And fight week, you're starving yourself, you're killing yourself. You can't even train. Your job is to train, so you can't train. You're starving, having that food, cutting weight, dehydrating yourself. So you feel like a zombie. You're fucking pissed off for a week. Like, it just is what it is. If you've ever experienced, you know, like I'm Muslim now, we're fasting, right? Fasting is easy compared to this. It's easy compared to cutting weight. Cutting weight, oh, kills you, man. It's like you're killing yourself. So I'm cutting weight fight week, right? And this guy that writes up the paper, he's blowing my phone up. Even I'm getting pissed off. I'm like, just leave me alone, man. Like, I'd rather be left alone. And yeah, just unnecessary. Yeah, I don't have to get I don't have to get into it too much, but you get what I mean. Like, most of you are like me. You'd rather be rich and unknown than rich, and everyone's fucking harassing you. I'm not saying I'm getting harassed now at all, but I'm saying like down the line in the future, if you're world champion, everyone's harassing you. I can imagine that being annoying. Like, look at Kanye West. The guy's losing his shit. He's getting harassed left, right, center. Now, don't get me wrong. Being well known in your city, that's a very good thing actually, and it can help you out massively. But to the point of like random people hitting you up, I can imagine that getting super frustrating, super annoying. But yeah, enough talking negative about boxing. Let's talk about the good side of things. Now, this is why it's good. The perks of boxing. Success in boxing, success in life in business. Now, what do I mean by this? If you're successful in boxing, now this can be to any extent. You don't have to be a world fucking champion. You can have 7 amateur fights, but you whooped all 7 of their ass. But even if you lost, you gave a good account of yourself. You can class that as success. You can be like, yo, I'm the fucking man. I went in there in front of everyone as an amateur. I took the risk, and basically made a good account of myself. You can take that and you can be successful in business and other areas of life. It's the same attacking energy. And also the focus, discipline, and high level thinking that comes with boxing. You can take them key traits, key skills, and put it into other areas of life. It's why a lot of successful boxers end up being successful elsewhere. Now, not all of them, you know, like Tyson Fury, he stopped and he had this drinking problem, and you know, there's a bunch of others. I don't want to name them, but yeah, some people they don't. Some people like Mayweather, he opened. Not that I agree with this. This is just what he did. Opened his strip clubs and several other businesses. And did he have a tequila? No, he didn't have a tequila brand. That's another one. That was Conor McGregor. I think he tried it, but it failed. But yeah, these pro athletes, pro boxers, and they put into other areas of life, other businesses, and they end up pretty successful. Now, another perk of it is a networking aspect. Now, boxing and fighting, it gets you in the right rooms, because even me, like at my fights, there've been some super successful people. You know, I don't want to blow smoke up my ass. Like super successful. I'm talking worth hundreds of M's. Guys coming down to watch me fight. I was like, whoa, honored. Like, people really respect fighters, especially if you're a good fighter. That's why at fights, you always see Lamborghinis, Rolls Royces, all these crazy cars. Of a high level men, they respect. Maybe they have the same key characteristics I mentioned before: focus, discipline, high level thinking, all that bullshit. And they've just put it into other areas of life, so they can resonate with you as a fighter. That's why they come down, they show their support. And yeah, boxing fights, especially mine, there's always like super successful people. It's what it is. It's what it attracts. So through this, you can get way more opportunities. You know, the opportunity doesn't have to be financial. It can lead to financial. You know, you're not going to become business partners with someone just because he comes to your fight. Definitely not. It can lead to other opportunities, you know, smaller scale. You can work your way up. So from the networking aspect, yeah, 100% it helps being a fighter. Because they know you have that resilience, the discipline, everything, so they respect that. It's like, it gets your foot in the door basically. They're like, oh, this guy's a fighter. You know, he hasn't spent the last 20 years fucking around. He's actually done something with his time. So it gets your foot in the door, I guess you could say. You know, it's not going to fucking land millions on your lap just because you're a fighter. It doesn't work like that. But yeah, it gets you opportunities, and it also opens doors for networking and business opportunities massively. Massively. Now, as a fighter, you have a brand, you get sponsorships and yada yada. Now, why do you get sponsorships? There's two reasons you'll get sponsorship. The reason I go reach out to sponsors, maybe I'll make a separate video on this if you guys want to help you get sponsors and whatnot, is listen, mate, you know, it's tax deductible for you, so the money you give to tax, which this is true, I'm not lying to anyone, just goes in my pocket and you help support the dream, blah blah blah. So instead of paying money to tax, you pay money to me and I'll promote you and blah blah blah. So there's one reason someone might sponsor you, they pay a lot of tax. Or the second reason, they actually get more back than they give you. So if they're giving you £1,000, you're going to get them £1,500 worth of clients. Like, let's say for example, a pub sponsored you. Pub sponsors you 400 quid, 500 quid. But then after the fight, the after party is at that pub. Now you take all your supporters to the pub. Hopefully you win, because if you lose, might be on a sad one. You won't be going to no pub. And you get that guy thousands of pounds worth of drink sales, alcohol sales, or whatever. That's just a quick example that came to my head. I don't do that. You know, haven't been to the pub after my fight for any haram police come at my ass. But yeah, that's just a quick example that came to my head. So basically, your brand as a fighter, you help get these other people clients. That's something that clicked in my brain. If I can help get these other people clients, I can get clients for myself for a product. I was like, oh shit. But then when you think about it, you look at it from a larger scale. That's what these fighters have been doing the whole time. That's how Conor McGregor, he made his Proper 12 whiskey. So instead of having a sponsor, which he has had loads of sponsors, he made that forged Irish, I don't know, his alcohol brand, and he made his Proper 12 whiskey brand. And he made a bunch of other stuff like McGregor Performance. He made product. He made himself the product. So the attention and eyeballs he was getting, he put that all into his own businesses, his own product. And look, it took him from a fighter, the best UFC fighter, like financial wise. Like financially he was killing it, like making millions. He went from millions to billionaire status just through his own products, his own stuff, and built and promoting it through his own brand. Because yeah, what he was promoting it with, you can argue is free. Like even though being a fighter costs you years of your life and stuff, so it's not free in that sense. But it was free as in like free marketing. You know, you didn't have to go on Facebook ads and write ads for Proper 12 whiskey. It's like, yo, I'm Conor McGregor, I'm the fucking man, this is the whiskey, go buy it now. Bang. Billionaire. Just from using his brand. Now, another great example of this is Khabib. Now, he doesn't have a whiskey brand or anything like that. He's like complete opposite, Muslim, you know, strict Muslim. Probably why he beat him, you know, he's more disciplined. But yeah, I don't want to get into that, I don't really care. What Khabib got, obviously he got other opportunities me and you don't even know about. But something that was told to me, something that's quite well known is, after his fight with Conor McGregor, the actual president of his country, oh wait, he's from Dagestan, but the president of Russia, Putin, because he beat Conor, he gave him like £40 million worth of just property. Like, he just gave it to him like that, just like close friends with Putin, bang, £40 million worth of property. Now, I don't know if it's to rent or anything like that, I just know it's that much pounds worth of property. I was like, that is crazy. So just for being a fighter, being Conor McGregor, obviously that's a big thing. But the president of your country gave you £40 million just a property, just like as a gift, as a thank you, you know, making us look good, blah, blah, blah. That's a great networking opportunity. Now, I'm Kurdish, so I don't know what the hell the president of my country would give me. Probably some oil. That's what the Middle East and Iraq's known for. But yeah, that is crazy. Just for being a great fighter, he got that much. So even though, yeah, I don't know what I'm blabbering on about that, but yeah, we gotta remember as well, these guys are the top of the top of the top, the creme de la creme, like the two of the best fighters in the division, in the sport of UFC. So yeah, as you can see, there are some perks, massive disadvantages in boxing. But there's nothing to lose, really. Like, if you're young, go for it. Fuck it, knock yourself out. I'm not here to discourage anyone. I'm just here to educate. I'm still on my journey, you know. Just here to let you know the truth, you know. It's not all sunshine, rainbows. You're going to have to get a few sponsors on board, or you're going to have a shit ton of money saved up for your first few fights. Because it might come out your own pocket. Like, that's happened to me plenty of times. You know, at the end of the day, it's a business, and sometimes business is going to loss. And yeah, you gotta have a plan B. And that plan B is just more money. But yeah, thank you for listening. All my social medias are below. It's Amir Abu Baker, my full name. And let me know if you guys want to see more of these type of videos, or maybe just my screen, or you like the presentation, like you think the presentation helps. I thought I'd play around with it. Maybe it'd help me with timekeeping and the notes and stuff. It actually does. But yeah, I thought I'd do this instead of which only a fucking limited amount of people, which only a limited amount of people can see. But this, everyone can see. And you know what? Just doing this video is seeing myself. I need to swear less. So that's something I'm gonna do from now on. I don't want to get fingied by YouTube either. What's it called? Not shadow banned. But yeah, I forgot the word. But yeah, let me know what type of videos you guys want to see next. Appreciate your support. Kurdish Knockout King.